Hey guys, I just came back from one of the greatest weekends I've ever had since my epic adventure to Seattle for Crypticon, and I am talking, of course, about Film for Frightfest 2015. So, the moment that I got to Leicester Square, I went straight for the cinema, and just as I'm about to walk into the View Cinema, who happens to be walking out? None other than the chatterer himself, Nicholas Vincent. And we saw each other, said hi, we hugged, we just had a little chat for a bit, and I've got to say, it's just such a coincidence for that to happen. One of the nicest and most coolest guys I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. We've been chattering, so to speak, on the Google Hangouts ever since February, and it was the first face-to-face meeting, and it was unbelievable. One of the coolest guys I've ever met. So that was quite lucky for me. So when I arrived at the cinema, I went upstairs to check out the stall and the bar had some PS4s which allowed you to play Until Dawn, which looked pretty badass from the looks of it. And grabbed me a couple of drinks and I went straight into the screen to check out the opening movie of Film 4. Well, in my opinion, the opening movie of Film 4, which is Turbo Kid. So as I was preparing for Turbo Kid, the Film 4 Frightfest crew came out to say a quick hello and to introduce the movie. And as they're playing some adverts and some trailers, who would pop up out of nowhere on the big screen? Oh, none other than just Jen and Sylvia Soska. There's a special message to the Frightfest fans and to promote Vendetta, which, by the way, is out on DVD right now. Check it out. It's their newest film that they directed, and it's fucking awesome. That fucking blew me away. Just seeing them two on the big screen. I'm just sitting there minding my business, like, what's going on? All of a sudden, bang, Saska's sisters, and I'm like, oh boy. So yeah, that was fucking awesome, and it really got me pumped up for Turbo Kid. Now, in order for me to talk about Turbo Kid, I'm gonna have to change the scenery just a little bit. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna. Alright, that's better. Just thought I'd change the mood a little bit to discuss Turbo Kid, as it's kind of appropriate considering what Turbo Kid is. It's an old school nostalgic action movie which is meant to take place in the future. You know, 1997. Oh, really, that's the year it takes place, 1997. And it's one of the most awesome, nostalgic, old school movies I've seen in a very long time. It appears that movies these days are starting to go backward in order to go forward. It's very inspired by Hobo with a Shotgun. So this stars Monroe Chambers as the kid, all alone trying to survive a post-apocalyptic 1997 where everyone needs water and is run by the mighty Zeus, played by the legendary Michael Ironside. I have been a fan of Michael Ironside ever since I was a little kid. I still am a little kid, like, whatever. Michael Ironside, I've seen him in Starship Troopers, I've seen him in Total Recall, I also saw him in that Tales from the Crypt episode that one time. He's a fucking badass, you know, he plays a really great bad guy, so I can see why he was chosen for this movie, because it's so old school, and he lives, eats, and breathes old school. Michael Ironside is just one of the most underrated actors in the world. He's fucking awesome. He's brilliant, and he definitely shines in this movie, Turbo Kid. It's one of the best movies I saw at Frightfest. The score is unbelievable. It was meant to have been an ABCs of Death short, but it turned out to be a feature movie, and it's done so well. It's won the Audience Award at South by Southwest and Fantasia as well. And the response it's been getting from the audience has been nothing but phenomenal. I do need to give a shout out to Laurence LeBeouf as well for her performance as Apple. She was so full of life and so funny throughout the entire fucking movie. She had some of the best quotes and best scenes too as well, in my opinion. And yeah, it's just a great movie to watch. Arguably one of the best at Film 4 Frightfest. And there are quite a lot to choose from, which I will go into discussion as these videos go on. There's going to be quite a few videos about my adventures at Film 4 Frightfest this year. And we're back. See? Didn't even have to clap my hands that time. So when I got out of Turbo Kid, met up with a group of people, including Kate Bowen, Liam Regan, Mr. Mark Logan, and a few others, and they all dragged my ass down to the Phoenix bar. I actually was going to watch another movie, but then they all dragged me down. I had a very interesting chat with Mr. Liam Regan about his movie Banjo, which I will be discussing in future videos. And then basically we're all walking along, and we're kind of like a gang. There's a shitload of us. Think the opening to Reservoir Dogs. If the guys were wearing like T-shirts with horror movies on them, and then at the front you got this not so short redhead with this really cool geeky spec glasses, just walking down the street looking all mean and badass, and you got that song from the opening of Reservoir Dogs. I can't fucking remember the name of it. And then we all went to the Phoenix Bar, where I had a nice little sit down with Mr. Mark Logan about his upcoming short feature, Rats, starring Nicholas Vincent and Mr. Lawrence Harvey. Something that I will discuss again in my later videos, because I'm going to make many of these, where I'm going to talk about all the movies I saw at Frightfest and all the craziness that I got up to. But guys, seriously, check out Turbo Kid. Turbo Kid is one of the most awesome movies that I have seen. Fucking old school, nostalgia, blood, gore, guts, hysteria all the way, and Michael fucking Ironside. Pre-order it. It's available pre-order right now. It's available online, VOD, somewhere in Canada and America, and I think here in the UK also on iTunes, Xbox Video. Check it out, guys. And I will see you next time, where I'll be discussing day 2 of Frightfest.